Some of the most powerful tools for thinking are not these complicated theories. They are actually really simple patterns. So today, we're going to go through some of the most important of these mental laws. And you don't need all of them at once. Usually just using right ones at the right times can totally be a game changer. All right, let's kick things off with a set of laws that all revolve around most powerful tool that you have, your attention. We all have heard the Murphy's Law. Think of a job interview. If you walk in terrified of saying something dumb, your brain is highly terrified of saying something wrong. You get tense, you're awkward, and you might end up saying the thing that you are afraid of saying. And this is where it gets really powerful. The situation itself doesn't have to change one bit. If your focus is locked onto fear, your brain becomes a problem-finding machine. But if you shift that exact focus to possibilities, suddenly you start seeing solutions and little opportunities that were completely invisible before. The reality is literally shaped by what you're looking for. So this became the question I started to ask myself every single morning. What am I training my mind to see today? Am I looking for all the reasons this would fail? Or am I scanning for small signs of opportunity? And this leads us into next law, which is law of attraction, which gets misunderstood all the time. It's not magic. It's not about wishing for something and relaxing and waiting for it to show up, but it's actually principle of attention. Your mind filters reality based on what you expect to find. What you will focus on will, without a doubt, influence your behavior and find your way in life. Once you get on the power of focus, the next step, it's about moving from noise to clarity. Sometimes it's hard to navigate in dense fog. Vague problem can make you overwhelmed. Kidlin laws say, the second you see from the clarity vision, the whole problem is solved. Just think about the difference here. Saying, I feel stuck is the emotion. It's the dead end, right? But saying, I don't know how to grow without burning out, well, that is a puzzle that you can actually solve. When you turn your vague anxiety into concrete, actionable problem, that's when you make things more manageable. Sometimes we avoid getting clear because it's not because answers are hard to find, but sometimes clarity can force us to change, and change is uncomfortable. Pareto Principle. You know it as 80-20 rule. And here is uncomfortable truth. A tiny fraction of what you do, about 20% of your effort, is probably generating 80% of the results. So what are you doing with the other 80% of your time? Most of us, and I'm definitely guilty of this, we live in that 80% zone. It's the land of answering emails, sitting in meetings that could have been a memo, taking off maybe some unimportant tasks that might feel productive because we are busy, but it's not actually moving the needle. The real progress, the meaningful stuff happens in that uncomfortable, highly focused 20%. The trick is having guts to live there. Now, identifying that vital 20%, that's half the battle. The other half is about having the wisdom to just let go of everything else. The law of detachment can sound a little passive, but it is actually an incredibly active choice. It's a conscious decision to relieve your stressors. It's not about passively not doing anything, not at all. It's about trusting the process. Think about difference between the clenched fist and open hand. Clinging is that clenched fist. It's forceful, it's rigid, it's closed off to anything new. Detachment, on the other hand, is like open hand. It's ready to receive, it's flexible, and it creates space for unexpected opportunities to just land. Now for the law that is so simple, that's almost funny. If you are in a hole, stop digging. If you're in debt, so you work more hours, you get more stressed, and you spend more money to comfort yourself. So that means you're digging the hole deeper. This one question reframes everything. Before asking what's next, ask what should I stop? The most powerful question is what should I stop doing right now? Seriously, progress often comes from subtraction, not always from addition. So as we wrap up here, just remember, these are not rigid rules. These are not scientific laws. Think of them as different lenses. You don't need all of them. You just need to find just one that brings your current situation into focus. So I'll leave you with the questions. Which one of this idea feels like it was meant for you? Probably it's not just a random thought. It's your intuition pointing you towards your next breakthrough. So which one of this law resonates with you the most? Let me know in the comments. And for more such thoughtful videos, subscribe to Dhaval Thinks. Share this video with somebody whom you think might benefit from this video. This is Dhaval Thinks, and I'll see you in next video.